Don't overthink anything, bro. We're living in the moment. We put in too much work, bro. Have fun today. Let's go. Bring it up, baby. Let's go. Daddy, on me. Daddy, on me. 1, 2, 3,
What is good, YouTube, man? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. It is Monday, and the Raiders are active, right? And as they should be, right? We know that we've got lots of things to do with this roster, lots of things to go ahead and get done before the draft, before the season, and certain moves are being made. Pretty decent, pretty understandable moves today for the Las Vegas Raiders. You guys already know how we kick these things off, though. Shout out to everybody who's already in the building. We got Mark, we got Tupac, we got Michael. Oh, hold on, let me put him on the screen. Mark, Tupac 100. Who else? We got Michael A, David, Gerardo, Anthony, X. Shout out to everyone in the building already. As always, man, if y'all have not already, hit that like button for me in these quick opening minutes of the live. That is greatly appreciated. But hey, man, today the Raiders making a couple moves. A couple of our own guys aren't able to be re-signed. They head out, they go to a new team. We'll talk about all that kind of stuff shortly. But you guys, you already know, like I said, I like to get y'all in the building. We got Jose in here as well. Drop a comment, man. We'll put it up on the screen for you guys. Appreciate everybody who's already in the building. So look, man, like I said, good amount of news for us to go over today. Important stuff. I want to kick it off really quick. One of our own guys, I know, fan favorite. He did a lot of good for us on special teams last year. He showed up in big time moments at times. We are not able to re-sign Mac Hollins. Mac Hollins has left. He's going to Atlanta. So Mac Hollins will not be coming back with the Raiders. I'm not sure if there was even an interest, an offer. I'm sure they gave him something to look at, but after testing the market, it looks like Mac Hollins will be taking his talents out to Atlanta and playing with the Falcons out there with Desmond Ridder throwing him the football. But like I said, he's going to mainly be that special teams guy. It does suck, right? Because that guy made a lot of plays on special teams. It sucks in the sense of he's valuable, but he's also expendable, you know? So makes sense that the Raiders didn't overpay or anything like that to try and keep him around. But it is what it is. Shout out to my guy Luis in the building. What's OJ's 40 time? I don't know. That's probably a quick Google search away. Gerardo was popping. Let's see. Saul says, I hope we trade up to number 3. That would be very, very interesting. But like I said, one of our own did get away. Mac Hollins left. I don't know the details on the contract yet. And I'm assuming it's something higher, obviously, than what we were going to pay him. But let me see what else we did today. So after bringing in O.J. Howard in for a visit, he quickly made his decision. And O.J. Howard was signed by the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm pretty sure it's just a 1-year deal. But the former first-round pick has been around the league. He's played for the Buccaneers. He's played for the Bills. Last year, he played for the Texans, I believe, only recording 1 touchdown. His best years were his first 3 years of his career, averaging around like 500-ish a piece or a year, which isn't bad, right? Which is not bad, but honestly, to me, this makes sense, right? You went out there, you traded Darren Waller, you brought in O.J. Howard, but the exciting news comes a little bit later. Now, O.J. Howard, he's solid. He's solid. He's nothing too crazy, but this is interesting to me. The Raiders went out, they got Brandon Faison, but then they also went out and got somebody who is pure depth. Somebody that's been in the league for 5 years now, has played and has been in the Bills system all 5 years, I believe. This last season, he recorded an interception. He appeared in all 16 games for them to play this year, so which is really really good. Three pass breakups and interception is pretty damn good, honestly. I like this. Good depth, somebody that's going to fight to stay on the roster, but he does have that versatility. He does have that option to play safety, to play that nickel corner. He can do quite a bit for the system. We know that versatility is looked for in this system that we have with Patrick Graham, mainly with the guys in the front seven, but it does help to have that versatility in the secondary as well. So Jaquan Johnson, we signed him to a 1-year deal. The details are yet to be announced, but like I said, he does offer that versatility for us. An interesting stat right here. He's posted 240 snaps at free safety, 182 at strong safety, and 110 at the slot corner spot. So like I said, he can play a lot, and he could play in as a backup role in many different areas for the team, which is interesting. But the next move that we did go out and make was a guy that's been with a rival of ours, the 49ers player, Jordan Willis. He had a small stint with the Bengals, ended up being with the Niners for these last 4 years, I believe. Pretty decent, right? If you look at him, he's a good run stopper, but he comes off the edge as an outside linebacker, as a 4-3 edge with his hand in the dirt. He's a guy that likes to be in that 4-point stance. Not bad, right? This last season, 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss in a very, very limited role, along with a forced fumble, 4 QB hits. Not bad. Honestly, it is not bad. I kind of like this move. To me, this seems like a guy that replaces what Cleveland Farrell did last year for the Raiders, which makes a lot of sense, right? This is most likely going to end up being cheaper. But if you look at the body frame, 6'5", 270, very, very similar to what Cleveland Farrell was at. So I could imagine that the depth that Cleve provided us last season will now be provided by Jordan Willis, right? Cleveland only had a half sack this last season, and played more snaps than Jordan Willis for the Niners. And we know, yes, the Niners defense is stacked, so when he is out there, he'll probably get a lot more one-on-ones than Cleve. But 10.5 career sacks, 7.5 in the last 3 years, 92 tackles, 17 tackles for loss, 34 QB hits, 73 pressures, and 44 run stops in the last 3 years is not bad at all, man. It really isn't. So excited about that move just a bit. And the next thing is we went out and we brought back somebody who had a big game. I believe it was against the Patriots when he caught that kind of throw it up, and he caught it. So shout out to Keelan Cole making it back again. This is a guy who was on the spectrum, not on the spectrum, on the on the spectrum is funny, on that thin line of whether he was going to make the roster or not last season, but it looks like he's done enough for the staff to bring him back in, at least for the offseason, see what he's capable of, see what he can improve at, and possibly have a new role with the team. This is a guy that sometimes returned kicks. I didn't like him returning kicks. He just didn't look too natural out there, but he's had good seasons, right? He's been with the Jacksonville Jaguars for the first 5 years of his career, where he posted up at least 600 yards apiece in every year. Obviously, he had a larger role there in Jacksonville, but here, he's just going to provide us with some depth. So Keelan Cole could be someone that may get cut, may make the roster, but who knows? Interesting enough, we brought him back. A 1-year deal isn't anything crazy, but something that I really, 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 really like, man. I like this a ton. Okay. Austin Hooper, a guy who's done quite a bit in this league. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler. With Atlanta, he really thrived. They put him out there. They let him do everything. And that's kind of what he can do, right? A little bit of everything. He's only 28 years old. Last year with the Titans, a heavy run first team. Something that he's going to come in and be able to provide the Raiders is a good run blocker, but somebody who's also a sure guy, even out there in the pass catching game. So hopefully we could go out there, sign Austin Hooper. I feel like that would be very, very nice if you go out, you traded away Darren Waller, but you brought in OJ Howard and Austin Hooper. Something to keep in mind, Austin Hooper's market is probably going to be more than just the Raiders. He is probably going to be looking at other places, which is probably why he's going to wait until Wednesday to meet with the Raiders. He probably has more visits and other places he wants to go check out before he comes with the Raiders on his visit. So I would love to see Austin Hooper in the silver and black. That would be really, really cool. To me, it would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense if the Raiders could go out there and get Austin Hooper, two-time Pro Bowler, at the tight end position, replacing that need that, is now there after trading Darren Waller. To me, I would love that. So there is a little bit time between now and Wednesday. We know it is Monday, obviously. We all know what day of the week it is, but like I said, his market is definitely going to be more than just us. Okay. He's probably going to be out there taking visits with multiple other teams. And in my opinion, that would be very, very good, right? You re-sign Jesper Horsted, I believe, the day before or the day of the trade of Darren Waller. Then you go out there, you bring in OJ Howard today after he came in on a visit. And then now you're bringing in Austin Hooper. Austin Hooper on a visit Wednesday. To me, we have a very high success rate when guys come in on visits because of how great these facilities are. So I really feel like there's a strong chance for Austin Hooper to come to the Raiders if he makes it to this Wednesday visit, right? I hope he doesn't go out there and sign prematurely with another team. That would kind of suck a little bit. But, there is other options out there. A lot of people have talked about how great this draft class is at the tight end position. The best one probably being Darnell Washington, that overall pretty damn good tight end. But in my opinion, Austin Hooper would really be nice to have. And he's reliable. He's really, really reliable. He played in all 17 games this last season with the Titans, something that Darren Waller didn't do, So that's important. Very, very important. I hope we trade up to 3. I read that. Hope we can sign Austin Hooper, most definitely. Rob says, smells like a partial rebuild. No fist pumping on any of these signings. Yeah, man. I mean, if you can't tell already, it's clear as day what their plan is right now. They are attacking the offensive side of the ball. They're trying to go out there and get starters on the offensive side of the ball in free agency. That looks like where they're trying to build this team up front. They want to pay the certain guys that they know who they are on the offense, right? You bring back Jermaine Illuminor. We know he's a starting caliber right tackle. He started the whole season with us. We went out. We got OJ Howard, who was, starting, but he was also a rotational guy. If you bring in Austin Hooper, he's a starter. If you bring in you brought back Keelan Cole, who started a few games last year for the Raiders in the slot when Hunter was out. But it's clear as day that the Raiders are going out and trying to build the offense in free agency, and they're really going to have to attack the defense through the draft, right? And if you want to make your defense all a bunch of young guys, I may not agree with that right away, just because I think that defense, you need a lot of mentors and all this kind of stuff. But if they don't feel like that, and if our defensive coordinator thinks that he's more or he's better off with guys through the draft, well, that's what we're going to do, right? Cheap defensive talent through the draft, and you pay for what you get on the offensive side of the ball in free agency. I don't think it's not what I would have done, but at the end of the day, that's what they think is best for the team. So we're going to see what happens with that. Tupac says, why are we ignoring the defense? A whole bunch of defensive rookie players ain't going to get nothing done. Like I said, like exactly what I just said. I mean, that's not the direction I would have gone with it. I would have definitely gotten sure guys on defense, because I truly am a believer that defense does win you championships. I think that. The offense may look pretty and the offense may put up points to win those games, but I think at the end of the day, when your offense struggles because you're going against playoff team after playoff team after playoff team trying to get to that Super Bowl, the defense is really what's going to be that backbone of your team. So, yeah, the offense looks pretty. The defense does the dirty work and gets the job done, in my opinion. I think having a bunch of young guys is going to be nice, but I think that you're going to have a lot of learning curves on that path. Going out there and trying to get defense through the draft is probably going to lead you to penalties, mistakes throughout the season with a lot of high upside and a really high ceiling. But to me, that kind of sounds like they're okay with not winning it all this season, right? They're trying to build, and then maybe get to a splash move, right? But who knows? Who knows what'll get done in the near future? Maybe this is all a sneaky plan to get something big done, which is maybe why they're being a little, cheap with the way that they're spending. Maybe they want to get a big free agent off the open market, or maybe they want to trade for a big name guy. Who knows? Who knows how they're processing this offseason in that room upstairs with Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler. But to me, some of the moves puzzling, and I don't agree with, but at the same time, these moves that we've made today, I agree with every single one of them. Jordan Willis, signing him off the Niners, I think instantly replaces what Keelan Cole did for the Raiders last year. Bringing in O.J. Howard makes a ton of sense. Bringing in Austin Hooper for a visit makes a ton of sense. Bringing in a versatile guy that's played with the winning organization, the Buffalo Bills, these last 3 seasons. They can play safety. They can play nickel corner. Makes a ton of sense. Keelan Cole maybe didn't make the most sense because you have DJ Turner. You signed him to a 1-year futures reserve contract, and I think he could probably be better. But maybe they don't believe that. Alex says maybe not get much done this year, but you build a young defensive core for the future. Right. That's what I'm saying. If they're willing to kind of not forfeit, but if they're willing to understand that this year they may not get it done, but this year is going to be the groundwork, it's going to be the base of this franchise going forward, then it's understandable. As of right now, it kind of sucks. We've sucked for a long time, and it kind of feels like, damn, we got to be good at some point. And it doesn't seem like it'll be this year, but it could be the groundwork of what's next to come. We might just have to wait another season or two, which does kind of suck, but it is what it is at this point. We might really just go heavy on defense in the draft. That's exactly what we're going to do. It's exactly what you're going to do. If you went this heavy on offense in free agency, you got your Jimmy G's, you got your Keelan Coles, your O.J. Howards, you brought back your Jermaine Illuminors. It's because you're going to really stack up the defense in the draft. And if I'm going to be honest, this is a nice defensive draft to do it in, right? Where we lack, the defense actually, complements us pretty well, if I'm going to be honest with you, right? The draft has good DBs. The draft has a few good linebackers. The only part that's kind of worrisome is that defensive tackle spot. I think that for years now we've sucked at the position, and we're going to suck again this year at that spot. Unless Neil Farrell Jr., the highest graded run stopper in the SEC last year, the guy that we drafted out of LSU steps up and becomes that guy for us at that nose tackle spot. I think that we're going to kind of stink it up at the defensive tackle spot again. Why don't we sign a vet like Bobby Wagner? Who the hell knows, man? Your guess is as good as mine, right? To me, Bobby Wagner changes the aura of your defense. Bobby Wagner is also going to supply other free agents to want to come and play on the defensive side of the ball. My thing is that for any linebacker on that open market, I'm going to be honest with you, who is going to want to play in front of our defensive tackles? Defensive tackles, defensive line goes hand in hand with linebackers. Who is going to want to play in front of our fucking DTs? These linebackers got to come in and fill the B gap. The defensive tackles are the ones that got to control those. They're getting blown out of gaps. They're getting driven back 3 yards off the line of scrimmage. What linebackers are going to want to play with that, right? Not surprised that all these linebackers have went elsewhere, if I'm going to be upfront and honest with you guys. So it could be maybe they do want to get Bobby. Maybe Bobby doesn't want to come with us at the end of the day, and we're not going to overpay just to get Bobby in here. Let's see. It will be nice for the future, but Adams not going to be happy. Waste of Adams' prime years. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I definitely think that Adams came here looking for a better situation with what he had in Green Bay. And at the time, he felt like that was a better situation, right? At the time, he had his best buddy at quarterback. He had a cornerstone in Max Crosby on defense. We had a lot of higher hopes for guys like Rock Ya-Sin and Nate Hobbs in year 2 and Merrigan year 2. We had higher hopes for these guys. We thought that defense, even though we didn't invest heavy in free agency, could have gotten it done, right? And maybe you're right. Maybe Devontae is not going to be happy with what we're doing right now. But at the end of the day, everything that he said, at least on social media, leads to think that he's at least okay with it and he'll deal with it. But we'll see. We'll see. Paul says, offense, build the auction in the future. What does that fucking mean? Build the auction in the future? I mean, what the fuck is that? Let's see. If we don't win now, Allegiant Stadium will be a visit stadium for other teams. Sad to be honest. Again, I agree. I definitely agree. It's been embarrassing. You see Bears, Ravens, Denver. As much as it pains me to say it, bro, the Niners took over that stadium, dude, and it was really pathetic. It was really pathetic, man. It really was. What's up? Me says, hey Andy, what's the best free agent signing we've made? Mine is probably Jacoby Myers. Man, best free agent signing that we've made. Ooh, shit, dude. You know, I'm a big fan of Brandon Faison. I do like Marcus Epps. You know, honestly, I mean, I don't think that Jacoby Myers is anywhere near our best free agent signing, just for the simple fact that I didn't like how we felt like addressing our wide receiver 2 was more important than addressing linebacker, defensive tackle, safety, and corner. So honestly, I'm gonna have to say I'd probably say my favorite one is Marcus Epps. Watching the film on him, taking the time and spending hours clicking through plays and seeing how he sees the game as a safety. I like the Marcus Epps pickup, right? I get it. People are like shitting on the guy. He was the worst graded safety amongst all safeties in coverage. Cool. He was also playing out of position, not against it, not to his strengths a lot for a majority of the season because of the injury that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson picked up. If he would have played to his skill set the entire year, he probably would have had a bigger market in free agency. But when you're asking a guy to play out of position for half the season or a large portion of the season, to me, I admire the fact that he was willing to step up. When Chauncey left, when he went out with an injury, the role that he had to fulfill was extremely hard. And he still did good, in my opinion. They don't have the same skill set, but guess what? With that being said, you know how easy it would have been for Philly to go out in the open market, go trade for somebody, go sign for somebody. They went out and signed Linval Joseph, Ndamukong Suh in the middle of the season. They could have easily went out and acquired a better safety. Instead, they started him all 20 games. I think that Marcus Epps, to me, people shit on that guy for no reason. For no reason. If you say, oh, you want to go at PFF, you want to refer to what you see on these numbers, cool. Instead, what I would recommend is taking your time out and watching how the man plays. Watching how that man truly plays. I'm not saying that he's a great player. What I'm saying is that it makes sense for the team, if I'm going to be honest. Epps is like Abram, good run, poor coverage. I disagree. Abram didn't provide range on the back end. Abrams was consistently over pursuing on many tackles. And, Epps is the opposite. Epps doesn't over pursue. Epps does provide range on the back end. Where they do lack, both of them, where I would agree, is one-on-one coverage against slot receivers and tight ends. But that's not an easy task if you're asking the guy to also be great coming downhill. It's a skill set that you have to play to certain strengths, right? You got a strong safety, you got a free safety. Nowadays, everybody wants the strong to be just like the free and the free to be just like the strong. If you're playing a too high safety set, then that would make sense. But we weren't. When Abram was here, we played all that dumbass deep high safety, post safety, cover 3. Yeah, But with Marcus Epps, with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, he was used to that split safety. And honestly, I think that it's unfair to Epps. And I didn't even like the Marcus Epps signing at first. But I think that Marcus Epps is going to be a good player, and I think a lot of people are going to understand that once he starts playing. If I'm going to be honest with you guys. Build the offense through the draft. I mean, the offense is pretty much built. Same could be said about Hobbs. I like the pickup and the contract. Also, dude's young. Yeah, what it do was good with my guy, Campbell Raiders. Von Bell would have been a better option at safety than Epps. Absolutely. Like I said, I'm not out here saying that Epps was a great pickup. I'm saying that Epps fits what we're trying to do on defense, and I understand the move. Would I have liked Deshaun Elliott more? Fuck yeah. Would I have just liked Von Bell more? Hell yeah. Would I have liked all these other safety options? Yes. Julian Love? Yes. But what I'm saying is that this is probably what they wanted to do with Patrick Graham. These new Raider fans are an embarrassment to LA and Oakland. They're not real Raider fans, man. They're going out there for a good time. That's the problem. They're going out there for a good time because they put a goddamn nightclub in the stadium. They put VIP sections in the stadium. That's what they're going out there for. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Bro, I would have, before watching the film, I would have preferred Deron Harmon over Marcus Epps. But I honestly beg you guys, for every single one of these signings that we've made, take the time to watch your own tape, man. These highlight films are going to make everyone look like a superstar. And then you look at this PFF and these stats, is going to make everyone look like ass. So take the time and evaluate the talent yourself. Epps is 100 times better than Abram. And that's disrespectful as fuck comparing Abram to him. Abram is without a team right now. Epps got signed day 2. Should have kept Foster Moreau. He's still out there on the open market if you want to go grab him. He visited the Saints. He visited the Bengals. But he's still out there. Salute to my guy, Ben Bad. Anderson, AR-15, and Levis on the board. Who you taking? Or take the top cornerback, linebacker. Can we get Hooker with the 100th pick? No, you can't get Hooker with the 100th pick. There's no way that 100 players get selected, or 99 players get selected before Hendon Hooker. If Anderson is on the board, I mean, for some people it'd be great value. I don't like Will Anderson. I think he lacks a lot of bend. He is explosive. He is powerful. He doesn't have a pass rush arsenal developed yet. He's right now he's all power. And I understand why that's attractive to some guys, or not to some guys, pause, to some franchises. But the way that I see it, if you're taking anybody in the top 10, they need to be developed. Unless it's a quarterback. Obviously, a quarterback, you can mold that. But in that case, if Anderson, AR-15, and Will Levis are on the board, I don't really know how that would go down. But I would take the top corner. If Devin Witherspoon's there, I'll take him. Would you take a safety, JL Skinner in the draft? Yeah, I would take him out of Boise State if he was there in like the 4th, 5th round. What's up, Andy? I wish the Raiders would have kept Matt Hollins instead of Keelan Cole. With that one, I will 100% not disagree with you on. Let's see. How deep in the playoffs do we need to get to consider the season a success? I want to be honest. I was more optimistic last offseason heading into the playoffs than I am this year. I don't see this as a playoff roster, if I'm going to be honest with you. The good stuff, shout out to you. Tight end Austin Hooper could be a sneaky signing, but he won't be blocking. What? That's like the opposite of that. I mean, there's no way that you get signed to the Tennessee Titans without blocking. Austin Hooper will definitely be blocking for the Las Vegas Raiders if he signs here. He's not even signed here. So yeah, no. Real Raider fans, it's 86 watching from Guam. Shout out to my guy. Oh, maybe not a guy. Shout out to Jennifer in the chat. Abram is also injury prone. Salute nation. Shout out to Hammer in the building. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Was good. No to a DN at 7. I agree. Foster is better than Howard. They should have just made sure to lock him in. Well, Howard's contract is probably like half the price of what Foster's going to get on the open market. Tanner McKeelan second. That is a fuck no. I like the offense pickup, but we need more star power on defense. Agreed. Peter Fitz, what do you think about trading back and picking up another first for trading next year? Maybe Mayor Williams. You would have to really trade very far down in the draft if you want to pick up another first. You'd probably have to trade back into the late 20s or 30s to pick up another first. Abram was getting burned in coverage because he wasn't sticking to his guy or not playing zone. Yeah, he just wasn't good in coverage. Abram is simply a box guy that should be only coming downhill on every single play. If you want to get production out of him, that's how you need to play. But regardless, Epps is a better player than Jonathan Abram 10 times out of 10. Salute, Andy. Good to see you working solo. Shout out to my guy, Kenny, man. Letting Hollins go kind of sucks. Cole is fringe to make the 53 anyways. Absolutely. That's what I said to open up the live, man. It was like there's no way that maybe he re-signed, but the most they're trying to see what he offers, what he can improve in the offseason. But he was already fringe to make the team last year. Hell no, this ain't a playoff roster. Dominique, I agree. Andy, do you like Sean Murphy Bunting? I want him, Marcus Peters, and Bobby Wagner. I'm pretty sure Sean Murphy Bunting just got signed today. Marcus Peters for sure, Bobby Wagner for sure. Was Hollins a free agent? Yes, that's how he got picked up by the Falcons. We will have 10 plus wins next year. Killer offense and a young defense coming next season. Hollins was only signed for a year. Just hoping Bobby Wagner is signing with us. Wishful thinking. We should draft with a spoon if Carter doesn't fall to us. Maybe Hooker in the second, then defense, then draft needs from third on. I disagree, man. I think that you got Jimmy Garoppolo. Let Jimmy Garoppolo have a season. You let Jimmy Garoppolo have a season and just build a crazy defense through the draft because that's what he's used to, right? If you have a great coach, then you should be able to build a great defense even with young guys. What's up, Marcus Peters? Are we going to sign him? I hope the hell we do. Man's from Oakland. I'm sure he would love to play with the team that he grew up watching. We do not need to restruct Chandler Jones' contract. If we restruct Chandler Jones' contract, we're going to be paying that man until like 2026. Fuck that. I'd rather let him ride out this season, cut his ass for no dead money. So yeah, Austin Hooper is supposedly coming in for a visit Wednesday. That is true. Recent signing are meh at best. They're definitely not moving that needle, but they're depth. So can never be mad at depth. We always hire for depth. We can never sign starters. It feels like that, huh? Definitely does feel like that. Hey, can you find the link to the Mexico and Japan baseball game? Or some? I think it's on Fox. Or hold on. Oh, shit, I want to watch that shit. Go to channel 2 on that TV. Let's see. Where was I at? Fuck. Hit the like. Shout out to my guy Pac. I read that. Andy, we've got to get a backup QB ASAP. Agreed. I think didn't we bring in like a Blaine Gabbert or some shit or for like a visit? I know that we brought in a QB for a visit. SVT says on FS1, what's that? Fox Sports. Oh, check channel 2. Yeah, hit antenna. And then just scroll down. What do you think of drafting Christian Gonzalez with the 7th overall pick? I wouldn't be mad at that. Who's your top 3 linebackers in the draft? Pretty fucking simple in my opinion. You know, let me look at it. I have it written down. Drew Sanders is number 1. I like Trenton Simpson a lot. No. What the fuck? Why she look like that? Damn, I said that on this. What's it called? But yeah. That was crazy. It's on FS, bro. I don't know why it's not on my TV. I'm gonna have to find a different way. All I know is that you go out there, you look at a nice DeMarvion Overshown, you look at a Dion Henley, you look at a Drew Sanders, a Trenton Simpson, an Ivan Pace, a Jack Campbell. You know, those guys are good. Yeah, Mexico winning it all, no cap, bro. I hope you didn't just fucking jinx it, bro, because Japan got some hitters from what I've heard on highlights. Because I don't know shit about baseball. But if Mexico is about to compete, I'm watching that bitch, okay? So, I don't know. What the fuck? This man got a channel called Grits? But yeah. Try crack streams, bro. Damn. Shout out to Queen in the building. I hope you've been watching Prison Break. You better be watching Prison Break right now. Fuck this show. Watch Prison Break. Better depth than last year, full of UDFAs in the back. I agree. How much do we owe him this year? I like $16 million because we restructured him. Do you think that linebacker from Arkansas falls to us in the 2nd or 3rd? Fuck no. He is going to be a top 20 pick. So you either trade back to like 12 and get Kalijah Cansey or him. Simple. No, Drew Sanders will not be there. That is a fucking pipe dream. I tried to tell y'all, everybody was trying to roast on me. I've taken the time to fucking be able to say what I say on these things, okay? It's like, I've watched these motherfuckers play. And it's like, Drew is a top 20 pick. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This dog is giving me a headache. You wanna go open that door for him? No. What the fuck? Well, I watched this starting the last season. The one in wait, see like no, open the screen door from the house. I see it's like I don't know where you're at. So have you already gone to like the part where damn, I don't know what to I don't know how to explain it without possibly giving it away, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to Champion. He says, if Levis is the last QB at 7, I hope we move back with a desperate team for sure. For sure. Kaylee Ringo will be a lockdown corner for years to come. See, this is what I don't get, right? We got supporters and fans of the team that'll say a guy like Marcus Epps' ass. And what we've done on defense in addressing depth in free agency is ass, right? We say that, but then we look at a prospect like Kaylee Ringo out of Georgia, who physically is gifted. As a corner, is ass. Like, I don't understand where we get this judgment at, right? He's physical. He bites on a lot of breaks, and he's willing to give up that big play to try and make a big play. His route recognition as a corner is bad. It's not good. And it's just kind of hard. You know, it's like he's probably going to be in like the second round, 3rd round, 4th round. And I think he's had some off the field shit. 0-0 right now, okay. I'd like Jack Campbell in the 3rd. Bro, we've got Jack Campbell. His name is fucking Robert Spillane, bro. Like, yeah. Robert Spillane is Jack Campbell. They're the same. Ringo is trash. I'm mad we even calling him in for a visit. Gonzalez is tempting at 7. A guy, yeah, I mean, he's, yeah. Damn, there's a guy named Diego in the chat. Shout out to him. Um, I like Ringo, but he's raw. I still think he could be coached up. Wouldn't be in my top 4 corners in this draft. Yeah, no way he's in the top guy. Well, this is the thing, Raider champion. I agree. In the beginning of the season, Robert Spillane was an outside linebacker for them. But then I believe week 6, when Devin Bush tore that ACL up or whatever, he started playing a lot of snaps in that nickel with Miles Jack. And he looked pretty decent. And it looks like, from what he said in the presser, they're giving him that chance to get that green dot.
Jump out, baby!
Shout out to my guy Raider Man. He says, "Salute Andy. Your film study on Epps was much needed. Appreciate that, man. And for those of you guys who have not already watched that and would like to get to know our safety that we signed, the safety that y'all like to call trash, go ahead and check that film study out right there. I think a lot of people get their minds changed a little bit, and I'm not cherry picking plays. I'm not just out there saying no. We went from week 1 to week 16 to all this kind of stuff because I wanted to show that the consistency was there all the way through the season, man. Nah, just get Witherspoon. He's a sticky corner who brings energy to the defense, hard hitter. I agree. He's the best corner in this draft class. My thing is that you got a Detroit Lions team who may feel comfortable with Jared Goff, and they might end up getting at the top corner in the draft, So we'll see. Who else? Andy, you doing a film breakdown? Not right now. Not right now. Spillane sounds like a nickel pickup to me, but I'm optimistic. Let's see. What guard would you draft? I mean, I would have gotten Andrew Voorhees before he popped his shit in the fucking, in the combine. Sorry ass free agency. Fuck depth. Nobody wants to sign with us. That could be a big possibility, dude. Like it really, really could. Maybe these free agency guys are like, bro, this team is asshole, and they don't want to sign with us. When it comes to Van Ginkel that we brought in for a visit, he came in for a visit and he fucking dipped. He didn't sign with us. Did Josh McDaniels have time to rebuild like this when he was in Denver? No. Think we get a lot of UDFAs? Yes. Is it time to think about a backup left tackle? Colton Miller is getting older. Yeah, his name is Brandon Parker. Trade back to get Drew Sanders. I would like that. What quarterback would you draft in the later rounds? DTR. Yeah, he's very raw with a lot of great physical traits, but he's kind of ass. He's kind of cheeks. Kaylee Ringo's kind of cheeks, dude. If Jacob becomes that bad guy, huh? Who's our running back one? The one that we spent the fucking 4th round pick on last year, Mr. Zamir White. Oh God, that'd be I like it. It's just like, I mean, Jack Campbell. You could get a better player in the 2nd round than Jack Campbell. I like the 1st round pick, and I love this 3rd round pick. The 2nd round pick here, my friend, you could get a better player. Who's my top 5 prospects? Anthony Richardson, because of the upside. Jalen Carter, film speaks for itself. Drew Sanders, film speaks for itself. Trenton Simpson excites me a lot. And DJ Turner, the cornerback out of Michigan. Guys that I've really all liked since the beginning of learning draft prospects from this season. We got another wide receiver, Cam Sims. Hey man, little breaking news on the air. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Who in the motherfuck is Cam Sims? And why? Why? Like, I mean, this is what I'm saying, right? It is clear as day what the Raiders are trying to do. You know, like we're going out there, we're filling what we need to fill in free agency, and then wait, is this dude that played for Washington? He is the one that played for Washington. Eh, dude's fucking. Hold on, let me see if Scout posted anything. He did. Scout already got this up. So, man, if y'all are following Scout, bro, follow this man, Scout. This dude, Cam Sims, is 6'6", 220. Holy shit. All right. The Raiders are signing. Oh, wait. Let me just put it up for you guys. Raiders are signing wide receiver Cam Sims. He's 26, 6'6", 220 pounds, has a career 57 receptions, 804 yards, and 3 touchdowns in 55 games. So it just happened right now as we were live. It is puzzling. Like I said when I was starting this, right? It's weird. It's weird that we make moves like this, but we can't just go out there and re-sign Andrew Billings, you know, and we let Andrew Billings walk out the building. That's to me what I don't understand about what this regime is doing, you know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Can he play tight end? Who knows? Who knows? Sims could be a Mac Hollins replacement. There you go. Thinking outside the box with it, man. Andrew Billings' ass. Yeah, man. Exactly. Classic. That's exactly right. We're going all defense in the draft. That's all this tells me. For sure. 110%. 110%. 110%. You know what? Let me take this down real quick. Number 89, huh? Number 89. Here's what I'm finna do. Hey, did you find a link to that baseball game?
Hell no. I'm looking at it on ESPN.
It's on ESPN?
No, it's in like I'm just keeping track of the
Oh.
You
Yeah. What the fuck was that? Oh. Let me see. Let me see something real quick. We need to go 90% defense. Hooper still visiting this week? Yeah, I mean, it was just reported today that he was going to come and visit. I don't know why it would fall through within an hour, within hours. Crack streams got baseball games. Okay. That crack stream, baby. Damn. Hey, y'all remember during the season we was out here watching Raiders game on meth streams? I remember that, man. A little bit of meth streams. Oh shit! What did I do? Damn! What's up, Andy Raider fans since '61? That's what I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Meth streams was the plug. Dude, you gotta watch how you word that, dude. It might sound like you're saying that you're on meth. I'm trying to pull up a Washington football team game. You know? I'm trying to watch like a Washington football game, Washington football team to see what what about Scout's tweet? Let's see what Scout's tweeting about. Any updates on Wagner to Vegas? Nope. Not one bit. Not one bit, man. Cam Sims. What a name. What does Scout say? Any updates? Any updates? Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Nice signing. Underrated 6'5" wide receivers. Also good on special teams. Yes, he's just a special teams guy, you know? We may be tanking the season. Shit, dude. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something right there, man? Can we get a Cam Sims breakdown soon? Shit. That's what we're doing now? We're breaking down fucking 6'6" receivers? Ooh. That's tough. I'll tell you what, man. If we sign Austin Hooper, I might do one on him. You know, like from who we signed today. I mean, like a Taquan Johnson might think about doing that. Or is there? Let me ask you guys this: is there anybody on the current roster? And I know it's probably not going to do too good. In terms of the, like going on YouTube, it may not do the best because, all the hype is around the draft and free agency. Um, but is there anybody that's on the team that you would like to see me do breakdowns on? A Jordan Williams, the new signing that we got for the Niners. I could do that. I wouldn't be mad at that. Nice little defensive tackle film breakdown. I would enjoy that. I might do that. You know what? Shout out to my guy Omar. I may do that right there. Did you do Myers? I did not do one on him. Here's my thing, right? When it comes to receivers, I'm just not a big fan, Luke Masterson? Ooh. I like Luke Masterson and Jordan Williams. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do both of them. Do both. Damn, bro. Is our linebacking core just white guys? Just Luke Masterson and Robert Spillane? Damn. I mean, no offense, but it's like, oh no, we got Divine Diablo, Darian Butler. Yeah, never mind. But it's like our starting linebackers, Damn. I mean, X was like, yeah, for real, they are white, It's like, no, Darian Butler, no. Darian Butler is black, so he's on the team. He didn't get cut, Chris. Divine Diablo, I've done a Divine Diablo film breakdown. My boy is a Steelers fan, said Spillani's cheeks. Nick, man, again, if you got time, man, I would just watch film, not highlight tapes, and take that time to really, make your own assumptions. Van Ginkel on the way. Van Ginkel came for a visit and left. Bryce Hall? You mean Tyler Hall? Bryce Hall, isn't he like on another team? The shootouts with Jimmy G, peak Raider fan though and stuff, man. You think Sim plays tight end? It's possible. I mean, if he's willing to put on Shit, dude. What? 20 pounds? Like, it's tough. Cam Sims is depth, but a sneaky wide receiver 3-4. Yeah, no fucking way is he that high on the depth chart in terms of wide receivers. No. Your wide receiver 3 is Hunter Renfrow. So in no fucking way is he a wide receiver 3. No way. You got on the roster right now. You got Tay, you got Jacoby, you got Hunter, you got DJ Turner. He's like your fifth. So he's gonna he's gonna try and make the roster through special teams or by getting that fifth. Oh, fucking Philip Dorsett. Bro, he is fucked. I don't know where you got that. I shout out to Mr. Casual Spaz with that comment. But damn, bro, yeah, he's nowhere near 3 to 4. That dude's like the 12th wide receiver on the depth chart. The Steelers wouldn't let him go if he was good. Well, that's just cap, right? I mean, it makes no sense. The Bills let Tremaine Edmonds go coming off his best season. The Bengals let Jesse Bates go, and is he not good? It's just free agency, my friend. Free agency. Contracts end up. Players go to new teams. Mr. Ketcher said, yeah, he's done. Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to write them off before they even, make the team, get a chance to make it to the facility. But don't do that always. But it's like when you're signing 10 receivers and you can only have 5, it's kind of tough. And on top of that, keep in mind, this is a team that only takes 2 quarterbacks on the roster during the season. Most teams have 3. So that leaves, another spot for another player. I know you don't love Will Anderson, but imagine him and Max Crosby. That would be lethal. I think it would be more lethal with like it'd be lethal. I'm gonna be honest. I like the guy at Texas A&M right now, Tyree Wilson, more. I think that they're the similar style of play. I think that. This is the thing. Will Anderson is a little bit. He's more explosive than Tyree Wilson. Tyree Wilson is just like a freak, though. It's like if Tyree Wilson played for Alabama, Tyree Wilson would be going number 1. But he played for Texas A&M, So we'll see. Nolan Smith fucking lit up the combine. Everybody's gonna want to draft him. I'm good. I'm good off that. Richardson over Core. If you're talking about pure talent, it's Anthony Richardson. Because the sky's the limit with that guy. Same for Jalen Carter, but it's just one's a quarterback, one's a DT, So who knows? Who knows, Chad? But I appreciate you guys, man. That fucking hour went by crazy quick. I appreciate you guys for pulling up, watching me break this stuff down. I just wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on what went down today. We got a little bit of breaking news with Cam Sims, a 6'6" wide receiver, been with the Washington Commanders the last 4 seasons. Maybe it could be a play at a possible tight end conversion, but I doubt it. I doubt it. He's going to play special teams, and he's going to catch 5 balls on the season if he makes the team. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. As always, Nation, I love y'all. Stay safe. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'm out, you guys. Peace.
Welcome to the Death Star, where our opponent's dreams